So,
Yep, and we're
Especially
live.
Jesse.
Hey, everybody.
hi.
Hi, y'all. Everybody's trying to get me today with their randomness. I have to be very careful. Welcome, everyone, to the United Adventure Company Welcome Home Campaign, a D&D 5th edition homebrew campaign written by yours truly, starring those truly that you see around your screen. Brata, Tux, Vale, and Professor Matches. When we last left our heroes, they were getting ready to leave the collapsed dwarven mountain and the mountains of the dawn, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And Matches had been awarded a fancy hat.
And a fancy title.
And a fancy title. That's right. I have to fix his title. He is now Admiral Professor, or is it Professor Admiral? I think the Admiral comes before the Professor. I don't know. Or
We'll just go with Lord Matches.
Lord Matches? Oh, no. That's going to make it.
That's not the right title.
That hat is now a little snug on your head.
Yep.
I think we need to have them let it out a little bit.
It's been a few days and it's getting a little tight now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it will never fit. I don't care how big you make it.
The head's going to get bigger and bigger. The bigger the hat, the bigger the head.
Just the fact of receiving
and we're short one princess now.
That's right.
We are short a princess.
Tux comes.
That would have happened sooner or later.
Tux comes back with Matches with a new sword in hand as well. Brata, there is a darkness about that sword that your sword is jealous of. Hey, thank you so much.
You mean this hammer?
Or yes, that your hammer is jealous of. RB resubbing with their Prime subscription. Thank you much, sir. And yes, your hammer hand.
Sword.
Vale, what are you doing?
So I just got back from the fountain, and I've got 2 vials, and I have asked His Royal Admiralness Professor Matches to call for Clarissa, the teleporting time wizard mage person, because I have a special request of her, and hopefully she will oblige.
Well, she probably thinks I'm just using her.
You're not using her. I am.
You're using everybody.
Yes.
Matches is a manipulative bastard.
He's a user.
I fixed it. I fixed his name. He's now Admiral Professor Matches.
But he still knows love.
Does he though? Does he really?
No, he really doesn't.
He really doesn't. Cool beans. So you send the call out. Nothing happens immediately. In fact, are you going to wait here to see if she shows up? How long are you going to wait?
So where were we going from here? What was our next location that we had decided to go
You
to?
had not. I think there was some talk about maybe heading back to Karnengother. You also wanted to try to hunt down Kylie. Those were the 2 options.
So we could go back to, I mean, we have a fleet of ships. We can go basically wherever we want, but there is some potential business for us in Karnengother with Lady Story and all of the people that are there. And then there's also this Randolph Halbrid, who is at Paham Keep, that may know how I can track down the beloved Kylie so that I can cut her freaking head off, because she deserves it.
What was the names there again?
Randolph Halbrid. I was told that he was a friend or an acquaintance of Jackson and Oakland back in Karnengother. So
I better write that down. What was his name?
You told me the names, so and I wrote them down. It's Randolph Halbrid.
Randolph.
I just fill this thing up with random shit.
Paham Keep is closer to where we are than Karnengother is, but if we go there first, we may not make it back to Karnengother if we have to go to Karnengother.
And
Right.
aren't we supposed to
we-
drop these dwarves off at Carnagathar?
We are.
Yeah.
Wait, we left with Matches finding the location of where the Raven Queen had shown in the vision. Remember?
Oh, right. You had picked up on that reflection in the, not reflection, but that image in the lightning, and
Yes, and
and
then
was
I
able to.
found it,
Yes.
and that is where the Raven Queen and myself suspect the big baddie is.
The big bad.
Oh, that's right. Yes. In
We
the
should
mountains over towards the vaults of awesome doom.
in the mountains of
I-
evil.
I have a request, GM.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be done today, but could eventually you put the world map somewhere where we can easily assess it?
Do y'all
Yes,
not have
please.
it in the Discord?
No.
I thought I had it in the Discord. Okay. Let me do that right now. While y'all talk about where you want to go and make your plan.
So, are we ready to go fight? Are we ready to go find the big bad? I'm gonna say probably not.
No.
Well,
But we know where, so that's
Helpful.
Now,
right?
if we
But
go to
you-
Carnagathar and fully load all the ships full of warriors, then we might be able to fight the big bad,
This is what I'm thinking.
or try to even gather a couple more ships.
It's what I'm. This is yeah.
Player
Yeah.
Lindsay thinks it's worth looking for Kylie on the way.
Well, so like we're
Barata's
right
gonna have no opinion.
with where we are. We could literally be at this Paham Keep in an hour or two.
Probably.
Because the destroyed dwarven city that we're in is super close to where that island keep is. So
Okay.
that being said, I don't know that I want to. I'm like I think I want to kill Kylie myself, but having spectators to watch me do it is always fun. So if we go to Carnagathar first, wrap up whatever business we have there, and then go to the keep on our way back. Well, okay. So this place where you had the vision of the mountain, where is that in relation to Carnagathar and Paham Keep?
that way.
Okay, don't know what that means.
I think it's at the top. This hand of the map, right?
The map's in the Discord.
Yeah, the map's
for
in
y'all.
Discord now.
So if you want to pull it up, and I will jump us over to the.
Another window.
I will jump us over here to the map, so the folks at home can play along.
With where in the world is the party?
Where in the world are you? You are currently in the Mountains of Dawn,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Carnagathar is all the way across here, all the way across the continent, and then his vision was out somewhere around this. in
Could
this
you
direction.
also make that map the active layer in Roll20?
It
Yes,
is.
I was about to say, what's going on?
Is it not?
It is not.
Oh, it's
We're
my
on the
active. It's my active.
Yes,
It's not
we're
yours.
on the ship in Roll20.
Sorry,
It's okay.
I forgot I didn't change it for y'all because I'm not in player view. So
There we go. That's more gooder.
let me rejoin as a player so I see what y'all see. Forgot to do that. Sorry.
Oh, that's not the whole world map though. That's just the
Oh, that's,
that's
just
just
the
the-
east map. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
The southeast map.
That's the
Yes.
southeast map. So, sorry. I
That's
am
all right.
ill prepared today, y'all. We had a mod meeting earlier, folks at home, so I am a little out of
Shame on
a
you.
little out of whack here. Where are we?
It's all out of sorts.
I need
Just
to
the
be on
whole world map.
that map.
There, that's the one.
Okay, so you all are not where it says we are here. You're where it says we are here now. So Mountains of Dawn is where you are.
Yes.
Paham Keep is just north of the
Mm-hmm.
The line.
line there, the imaginary border, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Karnengother is here. I don't know what those are. Those shouldn't be on there.
There's people out in the middle of the ocean.
They're
Uh,
up for a swim.
Karnengother is here, and
Yep.
then the
Have we been to all of the hit list areas? I think at this point we have.
you
yes.
have, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we've been to all of them now. This was the last one, and when we got here, there was nothing here because it's already been hit. So
Where are the Vaults of Awesome Doom on here?
Near to
down to the bottom.
Karnengother. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was in the top right.
Yeah, Karnengother's here.
Straight down, straight south, almost straight south from
Yeah,
Karnengother.
Vaults of Awesome Doom are here.
Mm-hmm.
He saw a mountain range
Yes.
off in this direction. So
Oh.
Well, I was able to identify it. Remember from those
mhm,
from my maps and stuff. So
right.
like we knew where it's at. Oh, that's the place where I first encountered Clarissa.
Clarissa. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe we go to Paham Keep first then and just make a line out of it. Paham Keep, then Karnengother, then on to the Vision of Mountains, whatever that was.
Yes. My suggestion would be to
Yes.
load the ship up with as much ammunition and warriors as we can.
Okay.
Go there and take the threat out. Because once you take them out, then the Order of the Sacred Grove will no longer be an issue.
Order of Sacred Grove's not going to be an issue anyway because we're going to kill them all.
That's fine,
All
Bill. But
of
you
them.
realize the only reason why the Order of the Sacred Grove became a problem is because they're under
I am
Illithid control.
well aware of that. I think.
That's their problem. They
Yes.
shouldn't have
Far
become
be
under
it
the
for
control of
me to
somebody.
stop someone
I'm
from
well aware of that.
slaughter. But if everything goes back to normal and then you declare war on the Order of the Sacred Grove, we're back where we started.
But if you declare war on them beforehand, it's their problem. They have to prove they're no longer baddies.
And we are back where we started. At war.
Does anybody ever had a love loss for them?
I
Honestly,
just need to find Kylie and slit her throat in the dead of night while she sleeps. I don't know why I have such hatred for her, but I have a lot of hatred for her. So
yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
what's
I
your
didn't
problem
care
with
for her
this?
either.
I want her dead.
What is your
Yes,
problem with her? God, why are y'all so mean to Kylie? She's such a nice person.
And I'm just
Mhm.
looking at matches, and I hold that sword up I got, and he had seen it before. I said, Can you tell me anything about this thing before I decide to use it?"
Is that a threat?
Well, we're going to be fighting, so I might need to use it.
Yes, I'll help you out. All right, puts the goggles on in the little box. It takes
All
15
right.
no, 10 minutes.
Little hand puppet pops out with a piece of paper that tells you what it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the fortune teller machine with the little piece of paper coming out of its goggles.
Almost the same thing, just
What-
Jack in a Box style.
Yeah, once he gets the permanent on the spell and he has it installed, that'll be what it is. It'll be the Great Zoltair.
Love it.
Just stick the
Love
magic
it.
item in and I am the great anyway.
I love it.
Right now, he puts like little alligator clips on it.
Yeah.
And then he all hooks up to this machine and he turns a crank. And then when the machine is finished deciphering it, it pops it out. But it makes the noise.
All right. What you have is really, really, really evil. It is, and I'll send you the link here in a second.
Oh,
Copy. But you have a longsword +3. It can bestow regeneration and immunity to charm and fear magic, and also has a chance with each hit to drain the target's life force and convert it into healing energy for a temporary boost of speed and strength for the wielder. This sword has a
Sweet.
name. This sword is known as Black Razor.
oh my God. I know Black. Oh, Jesse knows Black Razor. I don't know if Matches does.
You could roll and see if Matches knows about Black Razor.
Well, I am an artificer. Can I get
Yeah,
like
you can-
advantage on it? Or something?
Sure.
Get your proficiency on it.
You get your proficiency on it. Yeah, we'll give you that. This is a long lost artifact sword.
It's basically an Arcana check, right?
Or history, because it's a lost artifact.
Yeah, it could be history too. Sure.
Character sheet. Come on. All right. Hello, skills.
Sounds
I
like
have so many things I could say right now. So many things.
Brata, what are you doing
Ooh.
while Matches is investigating the sword? Since it's going to take 10 minutes or so, and then he gets a little giddy with this piece of metal between his legs and the jack-in-the-box. Gotcha, Rick. I got
Almost. You almost nailed me right there. Cheers.
Cheers.
You don't tell me where I stick things. I stick things where I want them.
Where exactly would you like to stick things,
Oh,
Patches?
boy,
What exactly are you getting at here?
Wow.
That's between me and my things.
Folks,
Like a screwdriver up there, and it'd make you
we're
twice
off
as tall.
the rails. Oh boy. There, I put the link for Black Razor from the Forgotten Realms wiki in the Discord for you.
I
so
am
you
not
can-
going to tell him it's Black Razor in front of Brada. I'm going to pull him off to the side.
Okay. Brata, what are you doing, by the way? Trying to regain your composure.
Swinging.
Yeah, y'all are all just breaking me left and right here. All right. Brata is in her quarters. Got the door shut. It's dark. And I'm pacing back and forth, and I'm talking to Meg Mullen. And
And we had our little chat too, didn't we?
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Meg Mullen, how can we work together? I need to know how we can work together. I have to destroy the OSG. I have to destroy it.
It's more than the OSG.
But we have to start there. We have to destroy them.
Patience, child. Patience. I understand you have a hunger, but patience. Trust me, and you will know when the time is right to strike. Let me guide you. Let me
What?
show you the way.
But well, if you're gonna guide me, what's the next step? What am I supposed to do next?
When you come to a time faced with a great magic user, call my name. I shall give you the power to take his life. Trust me. Let me guide you.
But when? When is this going to happen? I have to destroy the OSG.
You will know. You will be engaged in battle, and a magic user will be there. And it will be time. You will feel me pull. You will hear me cry out for it. You will know that it is the one.
But you can't tell me? You can't tell me who that is. I need to know who it is now.
Patience, child. Patience. You will get us both destroyed. If you do not take your time, I know that you are a powerful warrior. But you must
Yes.
trust me. Trust me. Now you should
Okay. Okay.
take some time to rest. We have a great battle coming soon. I can sense it.
Okay. Okay.
All right. What else you gonna do? Anything else? You gonna rest and sleep with McMullen?
Yeah. McMullen told me that I need to rest, then I'm gonna go rest.
Okay. Matches.
Yes.
Well, hold on, Vale. Are you around the ship deck or anything while this is going on, or are you?
I am. While I'm waiting for Clarissa to show up, I feel like I would probably just be in my normal spot up in the crow's nest.
Okay. Just chilling. Really?
Yep. Chilling, keeping an eye out, watching the horizon
Okay.
with my keen cat-like senses.
Right. I will alert you should you see anything. Matches. What
Okay.
did you roll on your history or arcana check?
22.
22. If we were playing another game, that would be a critical success, but
Yes.
but it's not. But you have heard the legend of Black Razor, and you read about it and studied it. It was lost, many centuries ago. In the White Plume Mountains in a continent far away from here.
Mm-hmm.
So how much of this I've already sent the link, but how much of it do you tell?
Well, I will pull Tooks off to the side and I will say, Tooks, what you have here is something very powerful and extraordinarily dangerous, not just to your foes, but to you as well. This is the legendary Black Razor. Evil sword. Radiates evil.
Any different than any of us?
Oh, this blade is far evil.
I mean, we're not exactly goody two shoes here.
Well, we're not Black Razor evil either.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But you should be very careful. Bad things, this is an intelligent blade. Bad things happen to those that defy the will of Black Razor.
And in fact, you even know of a riddle that was once said to have been the undoing of a previous wielder of this sword. Abdiel, the legend says, was given the sword at Baal's throne of blood, and they faced a number of trials, and during one of them, the test of greed, Abdel could either turn Black Razor over to an enslaved genie or keep the blade to slay that genie himself. But the genie responded with a riddle. Ye who hold the razor's blade, forged in the darkest iron, quenched by blood and fear, know that ye hold the key to the one who guards Baal's sacred, murdered tear.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if it says it here, but also you can see like inside Black Razor's blade is like it's the blackest of black, and you can see stars and stuff from another cosmos.
Yeah,
inside.
once attuned, because here it's in the original it was just as wielder, but now it's requires attunement. So yeah,
Fancy.
fancy
Again,
little sword.
I would warn caution. If your patron gave you this, I don't know.
Well,
It-
you saw her hand give it to me,
I know.
but either way, it should come in handy.
Oh, it's a very powerful weapon for sure, but it will make demands of you.
Yeah. Now I do have a question. Can this be my packed weapon where I can materialize it without actually pulling it?
No, this has to be
Okay.
wielded. In order to
Okay.
use its powers, it has to be wielded.
No, no worries.
Rick, you're in a mood tonight.
Just reading chat.
You're in a mood. Oh boy.
I have a feeling many puppies and kittens are going to die tonight.
At least one.
And that one is named Vale.
I hope not. I am neither a puppy nor a kitten anymore.
All right. So you have spent most of the afternoon here from after the journey back from the Raven Queen, identifying the object. You've put the call out for Clarissa. You know she doesn't always show up immediately when you call. Sometimes it's later. Sometimes it's in another place. But
She's probably taking a bath again.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was one more thing I wanted to add. I was going to tell Tooks that it's my suspicion that if McMullen, Black Razor and McMullen, probably mortal enemies. I don't know. I don't know how this is going
To end.
Yes, I don't.
So you say don't get into a fight with Bruta then? Oh, over it. I mean, she has her toy, I have mine. If hers has an attitude problem, that's its problem.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
it already
afraid-
don't like us because we use magic, so, which makes no sense since it's a magical hammer.
Exactly, but I'm afraid you may not always have a choice. It may be Black Razor's will.
Well, we'll see.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
You should be prepared for conflict between the two.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
All right, sorry, Billy.
No. Awesome. Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna do all players for this one. Adding some handouts for y'all so y'all can kind of see the airship that you have. I knew I had a handout last session. You asked me for it, and I couldn't find it, but I did find it, so I just added it. That's the new airship stats.
Squid ship.
Yeah, from the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the. Remember, there was one that was the same size of yours, and then one larger.
Right.
This is the same size airship. And then we figured out the squid ship earlier, so that's kind of what you've got at your disposal now. So,
I look at matches and go, can we just have your lady friend meet us wherever we're going instead of having to wait for her?
I mean, I have no way to get in touch with her other than what I've been doing. I mean, I don't know if she'll
do what
come
you've
or
been
not.
doing and just tell her to meet us there, or maybe she can figure it out in her own little
Well, I mean, the last time
appearing
we saw her,
castle.
she did say that she couldn't get involved.
Well, we don't know what is wanted right now. We don't know what Vale wants out of her. So,
But she will come if she feels like she needs to come.
right. So the plan then is to go to Paham Keep first. Is that correct?
I think so.
All right.
and I look at matches and go, on the way there, can we swing by Tower of Hate? That just sounds cool.
I see it's
No.
already affecting your mind, Tooks.
Nice. All right. So, loaded up what dwarves you could. From here, the ones that are willing to go back. Many wanted to stay, but the leadership there of the dwarves pretty much convinced them. Look, we have a bigger issue, and looking at the state of this mountain, there's probably no survivors here anyway. We should just go. And they all load up among the 3 of your airships. And are all 3 airships, Admiral, going to go to the same location, or is it just y'all that are going to go to Palm Keep?
I mean, I don't think we should separate.
Okay. You are the Admiral, so they will follow your lead. Vale, while you were in the crow's nest, you did notice a small detachment of Githyanki had walked up to Neris on the other ship and unrolled a piece of cloth, and rolled up inside the cloth were several weapons. And
Okay.
they looked kind of familiar to you, actually.
Really? How familiar did they look?
Well, one of them especially familiar. You recognize it because it's a very unique weapon, and your best friend had been carrying it with them. It's the sword of the Githyanki.
That's what I thought.
Along with, now that you kind of take a look, the other weapons that Brata used to carry with her are also in that bundle.
I'm going to... the ships are on the ground, right?
Yeah, y'all have landed and
Okay. I'm going to make my way to the other ship then and have a conversation with Neris.
okay.
What you got there, Neris?
It appears that at our last stop, our friend Brata has disbanded her weapons in favor of that new appendage.
Okay.
You can tell he is a little salty more so about Brata than these weapons. You can just kind of get that feel there's something up.
What are don't hold anything back. Tell me what you think. I have my opinions as well, and let's see if they match.
She's not herself. She's acting as if she's not of her right mind. Something is affecting her decision making. She hasn't even been out of her quarters all day. She usually goes. She wouldn't have let them go by themselves into that cave.
Nope.
She didn't ask us to go with.
Nope. I think you're right. And I think I know what it is.
What do you think it is?
I think it's her new weapon. It's got a hold of her somehow.
But what would do such a thing? What? I thought the dwarves were supposed to be helping us.
Well, I think the weapon that Brata has is the weapon that we need, but I also think that weapon comes with a cost.
Yes, that's my fear. Do you think someone else should be wielding it? And is it even possible?
I had a conversation with someone that basically would have led me to believe that there was no way to separate Brata from this weapon except by death, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Death of one or the
So-
other.
So
Unless the weapon chooses to leave the host.
right. So obviously Brata dying or the hammer dying, one of the two will break the bond between them. But I also think that there may be a third option, and I show him the vial.
What are you suggesting? What is that?
You remember the fountain
Yes.
that we went to?
Yes.
Yesterday, when I left, I went back there. I got 2 of these.
Why?
One of them,
2. Only 2.
I got 2 of them. I was going to get 3, but the price that I paid to get them meant that only 2 were going to work in the first place. So, and I don't want to, and I don't go into any details about what that cost was. But one of them is for a very dear friend that I wronged who is no longer around. The other is for a mutual very dear friend that I think this will help.
So what does it do? It's some fancy potion.
It removed the curse from the princess.
That it did. Do you believe she's cursed in such a way?
I believe she is. Whatever this weapon is, I believe that it has a hold on her for whatever reason. Now, I don't know. What I don't know is if we give this vial to her and she takes it willingly,
Yeah.
what will that do to the weapon? Will the weapon continue to exist? And maybe someone not necessarily stronger physically, but stronger mentally would be a better wielder of that weapon? I don't know. Or will that weapon just cease to exist? I don't know.
And you're sure this will work?
No.
How do you plan on administering this vial?
Brata trusts me. Brata and I grew
Does
up
she?
together. Yes.
Thought she trusted me, and she won't even speak to me now.
Brata, I don't know if you've picked up on this or not, but there seems to be an animosity towards things or people that are magical. I think that might be where your issue is at the moment, is that you are a magic user, and the weapon that Brata now wields has an issue with magic users. So
Yes.
I am not a magic user. I have a crossbow that's apparently enchanted and it does things, but it's very subtle, and I don't know if Brata has picked up on that, or if the hammer has picked up on that. But Brata trusts me, and I think I can get her to drink this.
Is that a magical potion?
It is.
Do you think she would sense that in the weapon?
I don't know
her?
I don't know that she is the one that's sensing anything. I think it's the hammer. I think it's the tool. This is all speculation. I don't really know, but I know Brata. I have known Brata my entire life. This is not her.
Yes. Well,
Is she a vengeful, spiteful, murder hobo orc? Yes, but this is not her. There's something different, and the only thing that's changed is that there is a new weapon. So.
Yes. Let me know if there's anything I can do to assist.
There is one thing that you can do. Keep those. Don't let those out of your sight, because if this works, she's gonna need them.
Very well. We'll store them here on this ship and keep them safe under
Keep
lock
them,
and key.
yes, keep
Um,
them safe.
You keep her off this ship as long as that hammer is around, though.
I don't think you have to worry about that. I don't think she's going to just up and come on board this ship unless provoked.
Why
to
would
do
she
so.
have gotten rid of these weapons? I don't understand it.
I think it had. I don't know either. I think it has something to do with. I think it has something to do with the new weapon. It seems to just want to be away from everything and everyone that is magical, except itself.
Egotistical, intelligent weapons. They were the downfall of man the first time around.
Really?
They played a great role in it. Intelligent weapons controlling their users. It's almost as if the gods put them in the hands of mortals to...
Have I heard Brata mention the name of this sword or this hammer? I feel like I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody probably has.
How about Neris? Has Neris heard the name of this hammer?
Probably not. Unless he was
She
like
ca-
eavesdropping.
She calls this thing Magmullen. Does that ring any bells for you?
Macmullen. Not off the top of my head, but I shall sit on it.
Yeah, think about that for a
I
little
think
bit.
it has been a
And,
long time.
I mean, you were asleep for how many 100 years?
A long time.
So, I mean, really, it should be like yesterday for you, but I get it. It's
should
been a
be.
long nap. I get it.
Yes. So I'll let you know if anything comes up.
Yeah, let me know if you think of anything. I mean, I've told you everything that I know, but apparently this thing was around back then, and you were too. So I tend to trust firsthand accounts rather than lore any day of the week. You know,
Yes. Smart.
I am I'm impulsive, but I'm smart.
Yes. Well, thank you, Vale. You go work your
Anytime.
magic. And let me know what happens. I hope
if I
that
can
you
just
are
get
successful.
if I can just get this time traveler in a tower to show up and take care of the other half of this, then I'll work on Brata.
Yeah, I don't think sitting around is the right call. I'm getting anxious, and so are my men. We should probably get a move on.
Well, I think what we're going to do is just northeast of here. There's a place. What was that place called? It was called Paham Keep. Do you recognize that name at all?
Ah, yes. Paham Keep. It was a coastal tower city that was a port city for trade back in the day.
Okay.
It was-
Well, apparently there's a someone there that I might be able to get a lead on that Kylie person that double crossed us back at the fountain the first time. So I might be able to get a lead on them there, and then from there I think we're going to go to back to Karnangather and get ready to take on some OSG, because apparently Matches knows of a place just beyond there where he has a feeling that everything is originating from. So
Excellent. Should we go ahead to Karnangatha, or should we stay together?
I think everybody's about ready to leave. I'll check with Matches, but I'll tell you what, if you don't hear from me otherwise within the next, say, hour, then go ahead and start heading towards Karnangatha. But I have a feeling that Matches and everybody else are just about ready to leave anyway. So
Very well. We'll make ready to leave then. And thank you. And he turns on his heel and basically immediately starts shouting orders in Githyanki to his men to, you assume,
cool.
start making the ship ready. So,
Okay.
Tooks, I sent you an updated Black Razor sheet. I hope you found that.
Yes.
And Matches is back. Everybody's back on board and ready to go. to Paham Keep, I suppose.
Yeah, matches. We're going to go to Paham Keep, right? You're muted.
I meant to do that. Onward to Paham Keep.
Of course. Of course.
Did you want to keep everybody together, or do you want some of the folks to start heading towards Karnagother? Admiral.
I just don't know if it's wise to split the fleet up. What if they send more ships and they catch one of the other ones off guard?
That's a fair worry. All right. I'll send a message over to Neris and let him know that we're going to stick together because strength in numbers.
All right. Strength in numbers it is. Up, 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 and away. As you prepare to leave the caved-in city in the mountains of Dawn, the sun setting behind you, actually, far in the western horizon. You spent the afternoon here. And as you traverse northeast, you go across the plains through some small forested area. Not really sure exactly what this area holds for you. There are some small forests, a river, and you can begin to make out the outline of the coast not far away and not long into your journey. It looks, though, as if this coast is just a bay.
Okay.
A peninsula sticks out and forms another bay. It's almost as if the land is eating the ocean. If you look at it from above, it looks like maybe the head of a dragon or some sort of beast that is stuck out into the ocean. The landmass makes an interesting shape. Then a small island just off the edge of the coast with an old city, probably as old as Karnangothar, maybe a little older.
Okay.
4 towers rise from the corners of the city. It's not very large, and actually part of it is submerged. The outer wall area of the city has basically gone underwater from years of erosion.
Okay.
But there's plenty of room to land nearby. Several ships are docked here at Paham Keep. Where would you like to sit her down?
Well, these ships can actually float, so we could just dock them in the water.
Yep.
Okay. So you land them in the water.
Yeah.
Tie them up to the boats. The dock hands and dock workers and deckhands are kind of taken aback. Many of them have apparently never seen an airship, let alone an airship that can land in the water. And 3 of them together take off running towards the city at quite the speed.
Mm-hmm.
I think they know we're here.
I think you're right.
Well, that was going to be inevitable.
I would love to hydrate, Diamond, but alas, I has no thing to drink.
What? You has no hydration?
I has no hydration. I was
Shame on you.
running around trying to get ready for the stream and did not have hydration.
Critical fail.
Critical failure. That'd be a good name. Anyway, actually, I think it's already taken. Yeah, I'll have one of those. Tooks, hand me one.
Hey, I made sure I had plenty of caffeine after my week.
What do you instruct the Githyanki and dwarves? Are they to stay with the boats? Are they just to have their way with the town? What do you want to do here?
No, they need to stay with the boats.
Okay.
We're talking about dwarves. All they would find is the closest tavern.
Which is where I'm going to go. I need to find the closest tavern.
And we'll throw the orange clubs onto the seats.
Yes, I forgot about that. You have the orange clubs. And
You'll get a vicious splinter if you sit here.
they're actually +1 clubs of
Ass
attunement.
splintering. Ass splintering.
Oh, I thought of locking or something like that. Maybe.
+1 clubs of binding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
+1 clubs of binding. All right. Yeah, it's
I'll
not
make
long.
notes.
Yeah, take notes on that. It's not long inside the gates that you realize this city is in really
Do we
bad
want to
shape.
see if she wants to come with us, or just let her brew or whatever she's doing in her room?
Oh yes, Brata.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure to go and talk to Brata and say, hey, we're here to find out if we can get a lead on this Kylie person. You want to come in and help me interrogate some people, just like old times? Should be fun.
She was the one that used magic to escape when we saw her, wasn't she?
Yes.
And she
Yes,
works
I'll
for
come with
OSG.
you.
And she's working for OSG, so.
Oh, yes, then we must interrogate her.
All right.
So what was our specific goal in coming here? I just
I
wanna make sure
need
I'm on
to
the same
I need
page.
to find someone named Randolph Halberd. So I would like to go to a pub or a tavern and see if I can seek an audience with him somewhere. See if I can find out where to find him.
Okay. Well, it's not long into the city that you realize this city is in very bad shape. Vale, you've heard of cities like this where the people and guilds of your talents thrive. This looks like a smuggler's den of a city.
I am amongst my people.
Yes.
Love it.
And you can hear the soft waves lapping outside, hitting the walls of the city. You do come across a tavern not far from the docks, however.
Mm-hmm.
The chat, let's name the tavern, chat. I don't have a name for this place yet. Somebody want to name the tavern? And we'll go on in as the little bell rings and inside
Ding,
the,
ding, ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding. It's quiet. There are a few people in the tavern here. A rough-looking older man, scruffy human with a beard, graying hair, and tannish gray skin from the looks of someone who's been in the weather for most of his life, tends the bar.
We're all
What
there,
time,
right?
what time of day is it?
It's early night. It's just after moonrise. So
Evening, barkeep. Around for my friends.
he looks at you. He's traveling through, eh?
You could say that, yeah.
And he says, "I hope you don't mind, but ale's all we got." And he
Ale
just-
will be fine. Right, Brata? You could use some ale, right?
And I'm sitting there and my eyes are kind of darting from magic user to magic user.
Come on, Brata. You know you could use some ale. Take the edge off.
Yes. Perhaps I should. Perhaps I should.
Atta girl.
Right. He says, "So what brings you to our town?" And he sets the ales out, and
Well, so we're on multiple, I guess you could say, excursions. We have business all across the realm, but I do have some personal business. I was told to come here and seek an audience with Randolph Halberd. I need to ask him about a shipment of bread.
oh, a shipment of bread.
Yeah, shipment of bread.
Yeah, we might have one of those here.
All right.
Looking for Randolph. A
Yeah.
shipment of bread. Yes. Let me
Yeah.
go in the back and see what I can find. I believe
Very good.
we may have someone of your kind there that you're looking
Okay.
for.
All right.
He looks around. I shall return. He goes in the back. A few minutes go by, and he comes out.
What is this nonsense with bread, Vale?
Drink your ale.
And he comes back out. You notice he has a slight limp to his right leg. A younger man comes out behind him, dressed actually pretty nicely. He has a monocle and nice clothing on,
It's Mr.
almost like a
Peanut,
suit, like a business suit.
the
Similar.
Monopoly guy.
Yeah,
He'd
the
have been the
Monopoly
man.
guy.
He'd have been the man.
He'd have been the man.
I just look at Matches when he had said that, and I went, "Don't worry, it's just sticky finger business."
Nice. In fact, he reminds you a lot of your friend in Karnangoth
Hmm.
that was also a businessman who kind
Yeah.
of set y'all up to get started with the FedEx program.
Yes.
So he walks up to the bar. Yes, I am told I was being looked for. May I help you?
Yeah. My name is Vale of Shadows, a mutual acquaintance of ours from Karnangother. Said that I should seek an audience with you because there's some information that I'm looking for, and I was told that you might be the best place to get that information. I believe that you know Oakflum
Ah, yes,
and
yes,
and even Jackson, but
Jackson.
Oakflum specifically.
Yes, Jackson is quite the character.
Isn't he though?
How's he doing these days? Is he still
Well,
got that place?
the last I saw him, he seemed to be doing well. He had some mild entanglements that may have been partially my fault. We won't get into that right now because, well,
Jackson
you know,
is lucky to be alive.
You don't want to
well,
admit anything that could.
no.
Yes.
Especially well, you understand.
Shall we? And he grabs a tankard off the back of the bar and comes around and starts heading to a table.
Yeah. So I
kind of gives you that
follow.
nod. And
Yep, I follow.
off to the shadowed corner of the tavern.
The tavern is Ale and Hammer. It's the Ale and Hammer.
The Ale and Hammer. Yes, I like
the
that.
ale and hammer.
I like that.
I
The
like
Ale
it.
and Hammer. I'm going to write that down. Thank you. Ale and Hammer.
Oh, you got to thank Diamond Anvil.
Mm-hmm.
Diamond Anvil coming up with the names tonight. Awesome. And yeah, all of the tankards are actually like shaped like miniature dwarven hammers. The handle comes out the side of it. And so
I like it.
yeah, they're very unique.
I like it.
Are they
Are-
clean?
Is everybody here your normal humanoids or anything new? Anybody new?
Not really.
Darn, I was looking for new shapes.
Yeah, everybody's in here appears to be human.
Oh. Oh, all these people are so boring. Why can't they have something fun?
Well, just be patient, Tukes. Just be patient. I'm sure we'll find somebody for you.
Yeah, does anyone go with you, Vale? Do you invite anyone along?
I mean, Brata's always welcome, and
Sure.
I guess
I'll come
I
with
guess
you,
matches
Vale.
and Tukes can come along if they'd like.
Why not?
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and suck cheap ale out of these dirty dwarf mugs.
Cheap ale out of dirty mugs is the only way to live. Matches.
You haven't lived
Yes, if you-
until
If you like diarrhea,
Only the
I, for
projectile
one,
kind.
do not.
oh boy.
Only
Is
the
this-
projectile kind.
Is this the cleanest goblin you've ever seen?
I mean,
Yes. Yes, he is actually, indeed. And Tooks, make me a perception roll while you're talking. You all settle down into this corner table, unless Matches wants to go do something else.
Oh, I'm interested in this bread situation.
Okay. Very well.
And I'm on the opposite side of the table from Brata.
Yeah. Did you bring your new sword with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we
oh
had
boy.
everything with us. So
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's what I'm really interested in.
Okay. And he kind of leans in. Tooks, you notice there's something a little different about this individual's eyes. His pupils aren't round; they're more vertical slits. And he leans in to Vale and he says, "So, Vale, what is this about a shipment of bread?"
Well, that's what our friend Oakflum told me that I should say to let you know that at the very least I'm trustworthy, as trustworthy as one like us can be, and I say that in Undercommon.
And he clicks his tongue just a little bit, and Tooks, you see that it is, as he does, he has a forked tongue.
okay.
What I'm seeking is information about an individual. There's a mercenary, hired hand, hired help kind of a person that, well, let's just say, did me and my companions some wrong. And I'd like to see if I can figure out where this person is so that we can have a chat.
I see. Yes, you're looking for just some answers, perhaps.
Yeah,
right?
I'm looking for answers. Exactly. No harm.
And what he pulls a little little tablet, little pad of parchment, and a small vial out of ink. He sets it down. He dips his pinky in it, and his nail is sharpened to a fine point, almost such as a calligraphy pen. He dips it in the ink and he says, "And this person's name may be
Kylie."
And he scrawls that on the table or on his pad, and he stares at it for a moment. And as he's staring at it, the bell to the tavern rings as the door flies open, and you hear a familiar voice call out, "You never stand still, do you, Matches?" And it's Clarissa that flings open the door.
Oh, that's it.
"You call me, and then you leave."
Well, why don't you come and join us, Clarissa?
"I would love to." And she kind of steps to the side, holding the door open, as another individual steps in wearing a cloak. Short individual. The cloak is pulled up over their heads so you can't really see their face. And Clarissa and this other individual stroll over. They drag chairs from the other tables nearby and sit down. And you can tell the other person is pretty apprehensive to join the table. They sit kind of off to the side, a little further back behind Clarissa.
Okay.
I glare at Clarissa.
Does
Yes.
Vale catch this glare?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Brata's making no efforts to hide this. I mean, it's
Now, Brata. Now. Clarissa has been nothing but nice to us.
I'll try to change the subject.
but she's magic.
I understand.
I look at Vale's friend and go, "Can we see her real form?"
And he looks across and goes, "Perhaps later, my dear. Perhaps later." And you're an interesting one yourself. And
You would think.
Clarissa, I was hoping I would run into you. I actually am the one that asked Matches to call for you, and it's partially my fault that we left. So my apologies.
And you can tell she's a little irritated at the situation. She harumps and she goes, well, you know, it's not easy for me to just drop what I'm doing and haul across the entire universe because you call me. We have this agreement, but you're on the edge of abusing it. And
I would not have called for you if it wasn't something that I felt was crucially important.
Okay.
You remember?
I'll be the one. Who is your hooded friend?
Now, Matches, be polite.
Oh, no, he does have a point. I did bring someone unknown to the group to a meeting, apparently, and it is my apologies for not introducing them. And she says, everyone here, this is someone that I found who also needed my help. I'm afraid, however, that you already know this person.
Oh?
And she looks and she says, go ahead, you'll be safe, I promise. And with hesitation, the person kind of bends down, grabs the hood, flips it back, and when the light hits their face, you recognize this as Kaylee. She has Kylie with her. Clarissa.
Immediately, the crossbow is leveled straight at her forehead.
Yep.
I knew that was coming.
I would say I was going to say the sword's probably joining it and going.
I'll deal with you in a second. Don't go anywhere. Unless you really feel lucky.
And she just puts her hands up. It's like, you have every right to dislike me and want me dead.
Oh, dislike is far too kind.
Like
You are OSG. You are my Robbie Dad.
Tukes.
Let's
Patience. Clarissa. Also, Clarissa, do you know Randolph? Do you know
yes, we're old friends. Yes.
Okay, very good. So
Clarissa just kind of gives him a little wink.
I have a favor that I personally need. It has nothing to do with the rest of them. I mean, maybe Brata a little, but I have a favor that I need done, and I'm not sure how to do it because I don't know where this person is, and you're the only person that I know that has a knack for finding anyone that you're looking for.
Yeah, I can kind of do that, can I? Interesting.
I don't care what it costs.
Oh, careful, Vale. Careful.
I don't care what it costs. But I need this. I need this to be delivered to a specific person. And I hand the vial over. I need this to be delivered to our old friend, Sariel. I assume you can tell what's in there already, being who you are.
Yes, I do believe I know what this is, and if you walked from that place like she did, you truly have paid a price already.
Oh,
whether you know it or not.
Oh, I know the price that I've paid. And I am perfectly willing to pay that price for the benefit of those who have always and will always be important to me.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
And I also, at the same time, I also give her a letter that will accompany the vial. Yeah.
Basically, I'm really sorry that
I'm really sorry, but this should set everything right. And in the letter, it says exactly what it is and what it's supposed to do and
right.
how, yes.
All right.
Again, I don't really care what it costs. Be reasonable. You know what I'm capable of. You know what I can bring to the table, but
Well, let's say this, Vale. How about let's see what it takes me to find Sariel. She's still around. I've heard her name mentioned in a few places. I'll see what it takes to find her, but I think that someone better may make use of this, actually.
someone better.
Well, perhaps better person isn't the right word. Perhaps their use of it would be better served.
Whatever do you mean?
Do you remember your old friend Furbolg?
I do.
He too is on a quest looking for such a liquid. Apparently, he's on the verge of a major breakthrough, curing lycanthropy for everyone.
Really?
Apparently, that's the rumor, is that he has developed something very close. He just needs an elixir to make this happen. Now, I know where he is, and I could get this to him, and perhaps through time it would filter its way. But think of all the others you could help.
No, not through time.
No, you just prefer the direct route. Very well.
No.
I'm just offering a suggestion.
I'm willing to amend my request. I'm willing to have you take this to Furbolg. But Furbolg needs to promise that the first individual that gets cured is Sariel.
Very well.
If you take that message to him and he agrees, then you have my permission to hand that vial to him. If he is disinclined to acquiesce my request, I want you to take that vial directly to Sariel.
I think that's reasonable. Yes, the greater good. And then
It's not really about good. It's not really about good.
Whatever.
It's about fair.
Tomato, potato. It's all the same.
It's about fair.
Fair is fair. Now, I can do that. And Randolph, I apologize for interrupting your meeting with these individuals. It appears Brata has something on her mind. Something you wish to tell me?
You.
Yes.
And I lean back. Magmullen isn't her.
Oh, she is very powerful. But she'll get hers in time. Not yet. Not here. Not now. But soon.
You're not the one it wants, at least not right now.
Oh, good. I was worried for a moment. Perhaps Kylie has something she would like to tell you all now?
And the crossbow, whoops, I just knocked everything off my desk. And the crossbow goes right back up to level at the forehead. Now it's your turn. I'm listening.
Please understand, I know that you're angry at me, and I know that you obviously want me dead. But
the thought had crossed my mind once or twice a day since we met you.
I, like so many others, seeked out adventure. We answered a call, make some coin, adventure to a faraway land. You know the ads. Well, we answered one on a billboard, and the man said he represented the order and had a task that his people could not carry out. He needed someone of our delicate skills.
Oh, the old delicate skills line.
You know
Heard it
the
once
one.
or heard it once or twice myself. Yes.
So for some coin, a handsome amount of coin that who could say no to, right? We agreed, and little did we know that it would involve 3 of our team getting killed at the time. Until I was there, I don't even remember what happened or what was said or how it happened or when. I just remember waking up.
You
outs-
left them in cells to age and die.
But I don't remember it. I woke up back outside in the forest.
Was that your price?
What price? What?
In order to leave, in order to leave with a vial, which by the way, I left with 2. No, I'm sorry. I left with 3 because one went to good use for someone else and the other 2 I have plans for. But in order to leave with a vial, there's a price that has to be paid. Did you sacrifice your friends as your price?
I was told that once I received the item, that the payment would be made. Apparently, there was some agreement already in place, but there needed to be a third party to make the exchange. We didn't know. And then once I got there, everything kind of went black. And I woke up outside and I had these vials on me. And then I was like, oh, I guess mission accomplished. And I look around and the rest of my team was gone and I was lost. And next thing I know,
You don't remember teleporting yourself out of there? You cast something and you disappeared.
I don't remember. And once I got out, I woke up. There were these men on horses that came. Apparently they knew I was going to be there. They returned me to the gentleman who said his name was what was his name? Gooseberry? Yes, I believe Gooseberry.
Gooseberry?
Yes.
We recognize that name, right?
Yes, as the leader of the Order of the Sacred Grove.
Yeah.
And apparently, the reason that the men came and picked me up and took me to him was because a rumor had been returned to him that someone was going out in his name and hiring mercenaries. So, I don't really know what's going on, but he instructed me to turn these vials over for destruction. Now, I couldn't. I used my skill set to escape.
Oh. So you still have the vials?
Yes. I do. And
Insight check.
sure. Anyone who's listening to the story can make an insight check.
Sounds legit to me.
Unmodified 16, I'll take it. For Vale, that's pretty freaking good.
Vale's convinced, so is Matches and Tooks.
Matches is just under the impression that if Clarissa's here, then she's got to be telling you truth.
So yeah, he had basically.
I'm convinced, but I need to know for sure. You wouldn't mind showing them to us.
Clarissa has them for safekeeping. There's a price on my head now, and I have to get out of this kingdom, or at least lay low long enough for all of this to blow over and my name to be good again. So,
The crossbow has not left level for one, not even one flinch of a second.
she says, "If
I look at Clarissa and I say, and is this true? Do you have those vials as well?"
I do, because I know what's in them, and I know what power they hold.
Fair enough.
Vale, this is not just some potion. You do know that, right?
I have my suspicions, yes.
This is very powerful magic
I have my
you're dealing with.
suspicions.
And if it's not used in a proper manner, you do know that this could disrupt the balance even further.
I do. Well, maybe I don't know that, but again, I have my suspicions.
Tooks, your persuasion roll, what's that on?
That was asking about since I thought she was telling the truth. I wanted to see him.
Oh, okay. I just glanced up and saw it. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I made the comment. Can we see them?
Right.
But
Gotcha.
she ain't got them.
Yeah. And as you're talking to Clarissa, and everyone's kind of back and forthing between Kylie and Clarissa, she stands up slowly, and she says, "There's one more thing that you should know about Gooseberry.
Mm-hmm.
There's something strange about him.
Okay.
He was talking about strange things to me, and things that no one else in the room really had memory. He was telling stories, and no one else really knew the things he
Okay.
was talking about, and his eyes were hollow and deep, almost, I don't know, almost as if he was not there.
Oh, really?
And it's the last. Nope, we're
I
gonna have
looked
to do a new one.
I look at matches and go, do those things take over bodies? See, I can't remember the name of the thing running the OSG.
Oh, the Olympians, they sure can. I mean, I don't know if they possess people, but they can absolutely control the minds of others.
I
Would
know that
that
they've
be-
been in my mind.
Which has been my suspicion ever since we met Sister Werewolf, whatever her name was. Can't remember.
Matches, you have a really high passive perception, right? Like 19 or 20?
Yes.
So does Vale.
Vale. Okay, so the two of you catch the glint of reflection of light off of something in Kylie's hand. And about that time, she pulls her sleeve up and takes, you can see it, it's the head of an arrow. And she says, if you all are not going to help me, Clarissa has what she needs. There's a price on my head. Now, either I can go into hiding, or I can just end this all for myself right now. This is just, I can't deal with this anymore. My people have been killed. I've been tricked. I wasn't paid. And now, I don't have anything else to live for.
What exactly is it you want us to help you with? Be
I
specific.
need to get out of this kingdom, this continent, this place before I am found. Do you know how many people there are in this city alone that would kill me for the bounty? Look, Vale's trying to kill me right now. I'm sure he would gladly turn in the reward to Gooseberry himself for my head.
And with
No,
that,
doubt
and
it.
with that statement, the crossbow lowers to my side, and I hang it back on the hook on my belt. And I say, that is the difference between you and me. I do everything I do out of principle. It may be a fucked up principle, but everything I do is out of principle.
Puppies and kittens.
Puppies and kittens.
Well, I understand you have principles, and I too have principles, and I can no longer stand what I have done. I cannot be trusted. I can't trust myself. I betrayed our code. Please.
I got one simple question for you. Have you ever taken a job causing harm to an orphanage.
God, no,
Or
those
to-
are children. No, absolutely not. I've
Okay.
killed myself long before now.
Hey,
So-
I have to check. All of us have our line we have to cross.
And so, if we help you, what are you going to do for us?
The vials. Clarissa has them, but they're my property. Perhaps there's a
Okay.
cure.
It doesn't sound like it.
She's keeping them safe for me. I can... Look,
A cure?
just take the vials to this Furbolg person. If he doesn't get it right the first time, he's going to need more liquid to get it right. But I cannot go on living if I can... I just can't. Every night when I sleep, I hear their voices. I hear them calling out to me and asking me why. And I don't have an answer because I don't know what I've done. I feel like I'm going insane. Please help me
Okay.
in this eternal torment.
You know the purpose of the cure. So does that mean you're afflicted also?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to be?
Okay.
Bite me. I
Nope.
don't... Anything would be better. You seem to think I'm some operative of I'm just
Well,
a girl
I
out
mean,
looking for some pay.
you have to admit that
What
Based
was her
on our-
what was her comment as she left that day?
but she evidently wasn't herself. And knowing what I know about the Order and, of course, the Illithid, I can see how that would be possible. So today, I'm going to let you live. Today, I'm going to let you live. But there's a cost.
Just kill me.
No. Oh, no, not today. Believe me, everyone at this table, except for Randolph doesn't really know me yet, but everyone at this table can guarantee you that I am a man of my word and I will follow through on whatever promise that I make. I had a very good friend growing up. His name was Josh. I made him a promise, and I followed through on that promise not that long ago. I will follow through on the promise that one day I will kill you if you deserve it.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm leaning towards you don't deserve it. What I think you do deserve is an opportunity. You've got skills that are useful. Between Clarissa and ourselves, we have business with the OSG. Clarissa doesn't. But between us and Clarissa, I think we can probably keep you safe until you've had an opportunity to redeem yourself in whatever fashion is appropriate. Fair enough?
You're
Can
just
she work a mop?
I was gonna say, does she have a spell slot so she can fly the other ship so I don't have to?
It's worse than being killed.
Perhaps.
You really are as cruel as they say. You know it?
They talk about me?
Oh, if you only knew.
Who talks about me? All of a sudden, Vale
they're
is like
famous?
energized.
They're famous. Am I too? Since I joined.
Oh,
up
this
with
isn't
them?
about you, Tukes. You just mind your own business.
You'll learn soon enough, Vale. And Clarissa kind of leans in. Now, don't get him all fired up. You said your piece. And sit down and put your hood back on before someone recognizes you. So, Vale.
At least I can. At least I'm better at the disguise thing than you are.
Well, it's a natural talent for you, isn't it? She's just a little human girl. Now, Vale,
Yes.
you've apparently made acquaintance here.
Yeah, I
Your
have.
party. Brata seems to have something brewing, something. It's not the same.
Her new toy doesn't like you.
Yes. I understand. It looks a bit different too.
She ain't too happy with us either.
I see you have something new as well, don't you, Tooks? Where did you
Yeah.
find that?
At this, Brata takes a look. Up to this point, she hasn't been paying attention.
It was a gift.
From?
I lower the back of my shirt and just show the raven tattoo on my back without saying anything, and then slide it back up.
Yes, I understand now. Yes, I see where you would have gotten that. Chance to use it yet?
Not yet. Vale seemed to take the opportunity away.
Well, there's still time.
Oh yeah.
And Matches,
Yes.
that is a fine hat you have.
It was a gift from me. I did that for him.
That is miraculous. That is miraculous. I love it.
He's an admiral now.
An admiral? Oh, I'll have to update my notes. I was unaware that there had been a promotion.
He is the official admiral of the Dwarven Kingdom.
I have boats. That, well, you know.
Yes, I know. I'm quite aware of what your boats can do. Well,
And when did we ever see any? We're just of the Dwarven Kingdom by default because we have lots of dwarves. Well, we'll clean them out as soon as possible and get something better.
something better. Wonderful. Well, Randolph.
More goblins like you? Is that what you want?
There are no goblins like me, Tooks.
That's the truth. And she says, Randolph, if I may have a bit of your time later, I have something else I'd like to discuss with you. As for the rest of you, I hope that you know what you're doing going forward from here.
Do you have just a moment that I may ask you a question?
One question, Vale, and then I must get on the way.
Understood. And I am sorry that we've taken up so much of your time. Can we go over there for just a second?
Oh, Vale and his secrets.
Believe me, Matches, I will cue you all in
When-
as soon as I can.
When the dungeon master takes his headphones off. No. Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah, she'll
don't run
go.
off
So-
too far, Cliff.
so I-
because
so
would
I
like
just
to
kind
speak
of-
to you too.
So I just kind of lead her, like halfway across the room, and I just whisper to her. I say, "So, I have another of those vials. I have one more.
Yes.
It's not for me. It's for Brata.
What's
You
going
seem to
on with
know.
her?
Well, she has a new toy. It's a hammer. It seems to be magical. It seems to be all-consuming. It seems to have a name,
Ah,
Magmullen.
McLovin.
McMullen.
Yeah, Magmullen. You know the name, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I need to go back and look that up in my. I remember something about a McMullen. Yes.
If you find anything about that, can you tell me if, and I hold the last remaining vial up close to my chest, can you tell me if this will help with that?
Well, I can tell you this. That will help with the lichen side for sure. Now, as far as the
Okay.
McMullen thing, I'd have to go see exactly what the properties of that weapon are.
That's fair.
But perhaps. We'll see.
That's fair.
I'll find you or send a message.
Absolutely.
Very well.
You don't have to come to me. If you have a way to communicate with me, just tell me. Just communicate with me. That'll be fine.
I'll find a way to get you a message. I think I think we run in some of the same circles.
It would appear that way, wouldn't it?
Yes, yes, it does. I believe Matches needed a word, if you don't mind.
No.
And
Yeah, Matt just needs to make sure he didn't get anything from those dwarves the other night.
so as you walk over, she kind of
You know, Matches has those little clockwork cleaning robot things.
No, that's not what I'm.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Trust me.
nice.
Ooh, that don't sound like any fun though.
They were clean.
Nice.
Sure they were.
But were they clean?
They
All
appeared
right.
to be clean until I shrunk them. Oh, Clarissa, we are about to go to the, and I'll look around, to the awesome Dungeons of Evil. Let me see the name again.
Vaults of Awesome Doom.
The Vaults of Awesome Doom.
Yes.
Any advice? I believe that the illicit threat is headquartered there, and that we can take them out and in this whole thing and get the world back to normal so I can have my way with it.
You always were the ambitious one, weren't you, Matches?
Yes.
Yes. Advice. Know what you're getting yourself into. Didn't that book that you have, didn't it? Has it helped you at all? Have you read it? It's just you and I here.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, no. I mean, I perused it.
I would suggest you take a good look at that. It may have
Well,
some...
I didn't know if it was safe to read or not. Considering you're saying it's safe.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but you should take precautions and read it. You have a way to read it. I'm sure you do.
Yes, I'll have a look at it tonight.
Excellent. And the only other piece of advice that I have for you is don't call me if you get in over your head, because I can't save you when it comes to those.
Yes, I know. I've been telling them that we can't keep calling you, but no, they've got. You know how it is.
They will pay their prices when time is due, but if you get in over your head on this, don't expect me to be there.
Look, listen, I'm hurt. I thought we shared a brief history.
Very brief, Matches, very brief. I share a history with everyone. The time will come when I am there.
Yes, I get it. If we get in trouble, don't call you.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
leave us to die. I understand.
I won't leave you to die. I just won't help you. I also won't do anything to get in your way or hurt you, but I'm not going to. You know, you understand. I can't get involved in these things.
No, I understand. Yes.
Very well. Very well. Anything else?
No.
Is your new friend Tooks working out? Everything?
For now, but I do suspect that Tooks is in for a hell of a ride. I suspect a bloodthirsty future for Tooks.
Yes, I do too. Just make sure that they do what is needed in the amount of time required. You know the price that will be paid if they don't. That sword is a problem on this plane. It has always brought problems here.
Yes. We traded having defeated an obelisk to now having defeated a blade.
And possibly even a hammer. It would appear. Magmullen it is. I have to go look that up. I'm sorry. I need to go. This has all been quite exciting and extraordinary and illuminating. But I must go. And she'll walk back with you to the table and bid everyone farewell. She will tap Kylie on the shoulder, say, "Okay, it's time to go." And say, "Randolph, I'll be in touch. I must get a move on. I've spent far too long here as it is. I need to move. We'll be in touch soon." And as he tells her goodbye, you can catch us, all of you, hear just a slight hiss in his words. Yes. And she strolls out with Kylie, leaving you all there. And he says, "Well, I suppose that my services are no longer necessary."
I will tell you that this has been a joy. I came with a request, and within moments, that request was granted. I don't know if you had anything to do with it, but I am still in awe of your abilities.
Ah, flattery will get you everywhere, Vale.
As I have heard.
Thank you, thank you. Now there's just a matter of the payment.
What can I be a blessing unto you?
What is fair?
I don't know. Do you need a service? Do you need an item? What do you need? How about 20% off of shipping with my new shipping company, Federal Express?
Oh, 20% off, you say?
Yeah.
I do have some things. I hear you are heading east to Carningother.
We are. That is our next. How did you hear that?
I
You hear a
lots
lot of
things.
You hear a lot of things, don't you?
I always thought FedUps would be a better name than FedEx.
Well, it's a work in progress.
Fed ups. I think that's what happens. Never mind.
That's what happens when you use FedEx. You get fed up.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's what happens when the two companies merge to make one company.
Oh, yeah. Fed ups. Fed up indeed. Do you need servicing? Yeah, right. He says, indeed, there is a delayed shipment that needs to get to Swiskimo on the East Coast. You remember Swiskimo from Carningother at Lazy Pig?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yes, he needs a shipment immediately. If you are going there, you can take it for me.
Our next stop.
If you take it for me, then we shall consider our debt settled.
Would be my pleasure.
Oh,
Matches. Do we have some room on the big boat?
I'm sure we do. If not, we can move a few dwarves around.
We'll just throw them off the. We'll work it out.
Well.
Yeah. Tell us where to pick up the shipment, and we will be glad to be of service.
Stay the night, and the shipment will be on the docks in the morning, awaiting your loading instructions.
Alrighty.
It'll take a little while for me to round it up and get it down to the docks, but it'll be there.
All right.
Now remember, Vale, no peeking.
Oh, would I? Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I would,
Yes, you
but
would.
I understand.
Very well, very well.
Do you have any fish?
Of course we do.
I would love to have a fresh piece of fish. I haven't had fish in ages.
And the real form, just for a minute. I just need to see it for a minute.
Tukes.
I mean, they know why. That person may not understand why I say things like that.
Tukes.
And he looks at you and he says, I understand why, and yes, I could oblige, but I'm not some shower, if you will.
It's a grower, not a shower.
Unfortunately,
I just have. There's
Yeah.
more of your type around town.
I doubt it.
You doubt it. Oh well. I'll have to find somebody else new to impersonate then.
What's the word? I'm a unique find, they say.
Yeah.
He kind of strokes
you have-
his chin a little.
So you have already demonstrated. Unique indeed.
And he kind of gives you a nod and turns. strolls away back behind the bar, and you hear a door close. Perhaps there's a room, an office, or something behind the bar.
All right.
What do y'all want to do the rest of the night? This took a while and to get through all of this.
So Brata has been watching Tux this entire time, ever since it was pointed out that Tux had a new toy.
Yep.
And so I'm watching, and I say in Laros, so everybody can hear this, but nobody can understand it. What is that, McMullen, and what should we do about it?
Looks like a sword. It's a dark sword, but it's not active. Doesn't appear to be doing anything at the time being. So we should leave it. Don't waste your energy. He stops himself. Your energy on something that's not in use.
Okay.
Does look familiar though.
Getting a strange feeling from it.
You let me know if
But-
that feeling grows any stronger.
I already have a feeling about this magic user. All right. For now, they help serve the purpose. Destroying the OSG.
There's so much more to life, Brata. Think bigger.
We can go bigger after I've killed the OSG.
All right. He's gonna McMullen just kind of fades out there with the yes, kind of draws away. The tavern has stayed pretty empty all night. A couple people came in, a couple people left, but for the most part, it's a pretty dead spot. But you got the feeling that this whole town is kind of like that. What was once a bustling hub of trade is now a partially sunken wasteland of a city.
Now,
Okay.
I look at Vale and go, the ones which ran from the docks when we arrived, who would they have been going to tell?
That's a
Do you
good
think
question.
do you think that could be a problem, or were they just coming to tell your friend? Are they the ones in charge
Oh.
of this town?
Well,
Is it that type of town?
let's just say that most of the people, no, fuck it, all of the people in
Puppies
this
and
town,
kittens.
Just be honest. It's a guild ran town.
all of the people in this town would be extremely skeptical of news faces.
Oh, they were
It-
just
It's a guild
Common.
ran town, correct?
I can neither confirm nor deny that. I don't know whatever you mean, Tukes. What is this guild you speak of? There is no some kind of Illuminati secret
Okay.
society.
It's the
Yeah.
mafia.
Mafia. Yeah, of course. No.
Okay. Be that way. We know who and which ways you turn. Yeah, you seem to have a lot in common with her.
And in undercommon, under my breath, I'll mumble, non-rogues are the worst.
Are there any gnomes around?
The town?
Yes.
You haven't seen any. Do you go out at night seeking for gnomes? Here, gnome. Like,
Come to me, gnomes.
how do you summon a
I'll
gnome?
ask. Tooks, would you mind coming with me? Let's explore the town.
Okay.
Trust me.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna hang back with Brata and have a conversation again.
I look at Matcha. Should we have fun with this or just a normal look through town?
Oh, I don't want to spoil the surprise to us. Let's see if we can find a gnome or two.
Well, as we go around a corner, I go, so can I be a goblin too then? And I change into looking something like you.
Of course, of course. And then I'll send the little clockwork cleaning crew to clean Tooks up.
Polishes, buckles and things. Okay. Very well.
Now you are presentable. Let's go find one.
All right.
Can we take a break?
Yeah,
a good
actually,
idea.
that was about what I was going to say. This is a good time to take a break while y'all go find a gnome. Gnome hunting 101. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks. I've got to get some drinkage. So go fill your glasses and get your snacks while we take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, we're back from our break. I now have hydration. Vale, 3 puppies, 0 kittens. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the count? Matches.
Vale 3, puppies and kittens 0.
Oh, Vale 3, puppies and kittens 0. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, we're back, everyone, from the break as Matches and Tooks are leaving the tavern to go looking for someone. Not sure if what they're looking for here. That leaves Brata and Vale in the tavern, alone at the table. So we'll start with Matches and Tooks.
And I want to make sure that there's nobody around just like following us and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yes,
empty
well,
out here.
Tooks, I didn't want to tell you this in front of everyone else, but you have a problem. You're going that sword needs to be fed. It needs to be fed every 3 days. If not, it may eat you. I personally don't want to risk you becoming a bloodthirsty, stabby person on the ship.
What? Well, what fun does that? And that takes all the fun away.
No, not on my ship. It doesn't.
But there's plenty of bodies on the ship for it to feed on.
We need those for the time being.
Yeah, they do have their use.
You need to feed that thing a soul.
Even if I haven't activated it? Isn't that only once you activate it? Something like that happens? Once you've used it?
Wait, you're not attuned to it yet. Oh,
That's
No.
part of the attunement. Using it, you have to use it to be attuned to it.
Because once it's active, what do you think Brotaw's gonna do? And her attitude towards magical stuff?
well, I'm
Now?
pretty sure her hammer already knows that you have a magical blade.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't seem to be bothering her. She just looked at me and then looked away like, oh well. It wasn't like it was pissing her off like every
Well-
other magical thing seems to do nowadays.
Perhaps McMuffin knows its limits and is scared of Razor.
That
I'm just telling you, if you
Okay.
don't want to feed it now, you'll need to feed
Oh.
it sooner or later, and I prefer you feed it not our crew just yet.
If you think it's good, I mean, I'm always up for a good sword fight.
Roll percentiles for me. Either one of you. As you're walking along these dark, wet streets, the waves lapping against the outside wall. Yeah, the two of you see staggering down the street ahead of you is a man spilling more of his drink from his tankard than he is able to drink. He stops and leans against the wall. Appears he may be relieving himself near some crates or barrels that are kind of in a darkened corner on the edge of the alley ahead of you.
Liquorination. Oh, I was looking for a gnome, but this one has to go.
Oh, yeah. They just
That's how disease gets spread.
And I'll
I don't know. You're
No,
sneaky,
since
right?
he's
Perhaps
pretty
you
well
should
drunk. I'm just gonna sneak up behind him
That's pretty sneaky.
and
Oh God.
Oh yes, nice.
Yeah, +3.
yeah.
He's just a commoner. That's a stealthy, sneaky longsword right through the bottom of the rib cage into the lung to prevent him from letting out any yelp. He gasps a little bit and slumps forward, sliding off of your blade and landing into the crates that he was just urinating on. You feel this surge of dark energy radiate out from this sword, just like it pulsates for a moment. And as it does, you can hear it almost sounds like it is licking its lips as the blood doesn't just drip off the end of your sword, but is absorbed into the black night starriness of the blade. And you can feel it surging into your body, in fact. And for the first time you have touched this blade, you feel this, and you gain 4 temporary hit points as this surge runs into you. You feel empowered and also a little wild. You dart around looking for another. What do you do?
One should suffice.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel?
Hmm. Interesting.
I have an idea. I'm going to invent indoor plumbing.
Do I sense any other non-undead creatures within 60 feet of us besides matches?
Oh, you can sense where all the people are in the buildings around you. It's actually kind of chaotic. All of the human-sized medium creatures that are in this 60-foot area, and there's buildings. It's a little chaotic in your head, actually.
Yeah.
There's so many.
This is weird. I can sense but as long as I'm holding the sword, I can sense everybody around me.
I would hope that would satiate the blade.
It seems so for now. Like you say, it will get hungry again. So I guess we'll be finding little barroom brawls from time to time.
Of course.
Because we have a calendar system, do you know where to find the calendar in the Roll20?
Yeah.
If you can't edit it, let me know and I'll make a mark so that we can keep track of the days for the sword's hunger. I don't know if you can edit that handout or not. Okay.
It's just an image for me.
Edit. I'm making myself a note to do it after game so it don't take up
Okay.
too much time here.
Well, what's today's date? And then you say 3 days.
Yep. Today is handouts.
I'll just mark it on here.
Calendar. Current calendar. We're in Freet, correct? Or, oh wait, no, I think we moved. We moved to the next month. I haven't put the new month in there yet. I'll have to update that.
As well. Okay.
So I'll update it after the game.
Yeah. Oh, I just needed a number, then I'll add 3 days to it and say next feeding.
Yep. I'll update that and I'll add a handout so you can edit it
Okay.
separately. I'll add one for the party and one for you to edit. Brata and Vale, you were in the tavern. Matches and Tooks are out. What are y'all doing?
Well, I just kind of go and grab a couple more ales from the bar and bring them back, slide one across the table to Brata. How you doing, friend?
feel that there's disgusting magic all around us. It's traitorous. It's just a matter of time before it tries to do us all in.
Explain that to me. What is this newfound hatred for magic? Why are you so against it now?
It's not new. I've always hated magic.
No, I don't know that that's true, Brata. Some
What
of
are
our best friends were magic users.
What are you trying to suggest, Vale?
Well, I'm not really trying to suggest anything. I am trying to, frankly, as your oldest friend now, I'm just wanting to make sure that I understand you and your needs. That way, when you need me, maybe I know how to help. Maybe I know what you're going through. Maybe I know what you need. I mean, that is what
All I
friends
know. Yes, it is what friends do.
do. Better yet, it's what family does.
Agreed. You are and always have been one of the closest to me in our tribe. However, I'll have you know, I must clean the world of this scourge. But
Okay.
I really need the help of even the filthy ones
Okay.
to destroy the OSG.
I think we're going to need all the help we can get. Yeah.
McMullen has agreed.
Tell me about this new friend of yours.
Well,
Sounds like an intriguing individual.
he has had a lot to tell me about the way of the world and how ultimately magic is going to undo us all.
Okay.
We would be well served if this entire plane was cleared of the disgusting stuff.
Okay. I mean, it certainly would make my job a lot easier if I didn't have to worry about magically trapped chests and doors and stuff, you know?
And how is it even fair? The majority of people don't have magic. Look, and I just kind of like sweep my arm around the bar at the nobody that's in there. None of these people have magic.
You can tell that, huh? You can tell who has magic and who doesn't?
You'd be surprised what I can tell now, Vale. There's a stink.
Really?
Smells like vinegar.
Ooh. Vinegar's not a good smell. Like, that's... Ugh.
It's disgusting.
So you just walk down the streets and you just smell vinegar all the time. That's gotta be uncomfortable. That's gotta be annoying.
Not all the time, only when our friends are nearby. And what do we even know about them anyway?
Well, that's very true. That's very true.
It's just some people that we just picked up along the way. We didn't even
Yeah.
grow up with them. They're not part of our tribe.
Well, no, they're not part of the tribe, but they have proven to be very helpful.
I hate it, but we have to use these ships to get around.
Yeah, about that. I do have your word that you won't do anything to sabotage the ships, right? I mean, the ships are kind of important. I know that I was one of the biggest opponents to the ships in the beginning, but I got to admit, they've been pretty helpful.
They have been. Unfortunately, I can't. There are bigger goals in mind here, Vale. You have to be strategic. And the strategy here is that we have to go after the OSG. After the OSG has been dealt with, then, and only then, will I deal with the rest of it. Until then, that this is just a means to an end.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. So, hey, listen. You know that whole werewolf thing that we deal with, right?
Yes. It's been quite a while since we've changed.
It has, and that if my calculations are correct, that there should be a change coming pretty soon. I did tell Matches and Tukes a little bit about it, just so that they weren't like surprised, because
It's werewolf.
we need them, like you said, means to an end, right? So they kind of know that this is something that we do have to deal with. But what if I were to tell you that there may be a way that we don't have to anymore? Well, that you don't have to anymore.
Being able to transform into a wolf at will is quite a strategic advantage. However, and I switch to speaking in Loras, and I speak to McMullen. McMullen, does this mean that I am inherently dirty? That I am inherently infected with the filth of magic? Or is this something else?
You have been cursed with the bite of a lichen. That is no magic. That is a curse of the gods.
Yes, as I suspected, and at this point I'm speaking common again.
Mm-hmm.
This is a gift from the gods, lycanthropy. Why would I want to get rid of it?
I don't know. I know that I personally don't enjoy the effects of it. Are there benefits? Sure. It gives you a lot of extra strength, and it gives you a lot of extra agility and abilities, but it hurts, and it's uncomfortable, and people try to kill you.
Yes, but think of it. Think of the feeling of the flesh tearing under your teeth and the rending of it with your claws. I know that you have claws and teeth now that can do this, but
Yeah, that's not new for me.
think about it though with the lycanthropy and how you could feel the tearing of the flesh in your mouth as you bite down on your victims, your enemies.
I think about that a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I think about that a lot.
So I don't know why you would want to be rid of the lycanthropy. However, if you were to decide that you didn't want to have the blessing of the gods, I would not think any lesser of you, my friend.
Yeah, I don't think that matters. I don't think I have a choice. I think I'm stuck with it. But others may have a choice. Just wanted to know how you felt about it.
About that time, Brata, y'all are sitting there having this conversation. About the time it's winding down, you heard McMullen go, "It is alive. It has awakened. We must hurry." And you could feel a strong pull towards the door. McMullen trying to leave the tavern.
All right, we're leaving the tavern.
Wait, where we go? Where are we going? Where are you going?
I have something I have to take care of. And then I say in Loras to McMullen, where is it? Where should we go?
And he just starts pulling you in a direction out the door of the tavern and down the street. You take a few steps, turn a corner, and down towards the end of the street, the corner of an alley, you see two shapes, a short one and a regular human-sized one, standing over the slumped body of a man. You recognize them. It's Tooks and Matches at the end of the street. McMullen pulling
Tooks
even...
had turned herself into a goblin.
Oh, that's right. It was a goblin. That's right. So you see these two short goblinoid-looking creatures. One of them looks a lot like Matches. The other one you don't recognize. Thank you for clarifying that for me. I'd forgotten.
Yep.
standing over the body of looks to be a human-sized person laying on the ground.
With its pee out.
And McMullen is pulling you towards them almost at a slow run at this point. Brata's starting to run away from you. You can see the hammer out in front.
Yeah.
And
All right, yeah. I am running towards these two.
Matches, Tooks, you hear someone running down the street. They are not trying to be quiet. Their boots are pounding on the cobblestones. You turn around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Matches.
Yeah, you turn around and you see Brata in almost a full sprint heading directly towards you. Hammer leading the way, and Vale looking flat-footed for a moment, trying to catch up from behind.
This is not going to be good, Tooks.
It was your idea.
It wasn't my idea. Your patron gave you that blade. It was her idea.
Mhm.
Somebody must have known something for the good.
Well, I'll be over here in case you need me. And I'll pull this switch and the wings will come out. Whoosh, and I'll take off into the sky. I'm
Matches,
just going to be right here.
Matches takes off, flies up to over the wall, and lands on one of the parapets, watching from a bird's eye view. All right, you're bearing down on him. You see this little goblin who's been left behind. Do you transform back?
No.
This goblin is holding a long sword, black as the night sky, blood still kind of running down the blade very slowly. And you hear McMullen say, "It is horrible. Oh, that is so evil. You must kill it."
Do I see the crazed look in her eyes? Like,
Yeah, I think you see that she is coming that way for sure.
as she advances,
Try to disarm her, Tooks.
I will by
From the
knocking her
elbow.
out.
All right. I guess the two of y'all, if you're gonna go into combat here,
I have a feeling I have no way of talking her out of it with the way she's been acting with that since she had that hammer.
you could.
We've seen her destroy one magical item.
Mhm.
And with her normal reactions, my motive is not to kill her, but to disable her.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll initiative too because I want to be.
Well, I will say
I wanna
this.
be in there just in case I need to.
I'll just tell you this, because you're goblin sized, you're a small creature, which means that she is going to have advantage and you will be at disadvantage on all attack rolls because of the size differential.
Right.
Okay.
Until
Until you transform back, just
Yep.
so we're clear.
Wait, do they do that in 5th edition?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Size advantages and
that's why
disadvantage.
this isn't a physical attack at this point.
Yep, so go ahead and roll your initiatives. Let me get your turn tracker up here. Wait, wrong thingy. I'm looking on the wrong map. There we go. Just so I know. Okay,
Okay, so we got
go ahead and put
put
your
our
tokens
thingy.
out there. Put your thingies out there on the thingy.
That's such a technical
Throw your
term for
thingy
it.
out on the table.
Yeah, lay your thingies out on the table so everyone can see them.
He's got his pee-pee out.
Matches.
It's
Hits,
everywhere.
Fail.
Filthy.
Brata.
I was just trying to get the one spell off in advance before.
Oh. You're gonna have to add me to the tracker because I forgot to click my
Jeez.
token. 19.
Dadgummit, Vale.
I know.
How is is it I can roll advantage with initiative and I still only get a 13? That's kind of ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, that is kind of ridiculous.
Kind of ridiculous.
Same thing. All right, so Vale in matches, y'all are tied at 19. Who's got the higher dex?
Oh, probably me. 19.
Is your dex higher than or 19 or higher?
Oh no, not
Okay. All right. Cool. So Vale will be the first to act if there's any action to take.
I mean, I don't see any action that I have to take as of yet.
Okay.
So,
all right. Matches.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to hold mine, and I guess I don't know. I'm just going to chill for a minute.
Okay.
All right.
Brata.
Okay. So I would assume that yeah,
Do I get
Tooks-
my spell off before we go into initiative, or does that, since that is what started the initiative?
What spell were you casting?
Phantasmal Killer.
It takes a full action, so
Okay.
it will.
Right.
Yeah. You'd have to. It would be going off on. If you started casting it right before initiative, it'll go off on your initiative.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That's fine.
Okay. All right, Brata.
All right. All right. So, the first thing that I'm going to do then is bonus action rage, and then I am going to basically leap forward the rest of the way using my pounce ability, and I am going to attack with the hammer, but I am specifically trying to hit the sword and not the goblin.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Which one of these is the right one? I think it's this one. Yeah, that's this one. So I'm wielding it two-handed. I shouldn't have advantage on that, by the way, so the 13's the right one.
No.
No, you would have a.
Oh, yeah, because he's smaller than I am.
Correct.
Okay, so then, yeah. 27 to hit. That's 12 bludgeoning damage. And then the rage damage. But I don't know. Is it a higher DC to hit a specific item? Like, would I have to roll higher to specifically
No,
hit
you still
the
have to
sword?
hit the sword's armor class,
Oh, okay.
which you
Okay.
do. So, just so you know, I'll just tell y'all the AC for this sword is a 19. So, you can write that down. And it's a +3, correct?
Yes.
All right. So that's 15 damage. All right. A loud clang rings out as white and black energy just bursts from the street when Bratas slams the hammer down into the sword, and it is a great explosion of magical energy between these two items. Anything else? Bonus action rage, leap, jump, leapfrog, smash.
Oh, yeah, and then I do get a second attack. So,
Yep.
yes. Second attack on the sword.
That is also a hit.
All right, and then I need to go ahead and turn on my rage damage so that it is rolling in there.
19.
Yeah.
All right. Another clang and explosion of magical energy You can feel Tooks as these two hits ring out, the sword just vibrating in your hand, and you hear it call out to you. And let's see. It speaks in your native tongue to you. This will not do. Kill it. Take its soul from me. Go ahead and your spell goes off. Phantasmal Killer. So, what level did you cast that at?
Level 5. It's a DC wisdom save of 16. A DC 16 wisdom save.
All right.
I'm going to expend a charge of the hammer to initiate magic resistance, which allows me to gain advantage on all saving throws against magic spells and effects.
Is that a reaction?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
This is good stuff.
So what do I have to do then? The spell save DC is 16 on a saving throw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spell save DC 16. You have advantage on the saving throw because of your reaction.
All right. Oh, this is still not going to go well. Luckily for y'all, it's not going to go well.
All right.
Okay.
That's a failed save.
22 points of psychic.
How many?
22.
Okay.
22 psychic damage. Boop, 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 boop. All right.
Ah! This will
Yes.
not do. This will not do. It must be destroyed.
Anything else that Tux is going to do?
Yeah.
Spell goes off, and then
Yeah. Because now I have my regular stuff for this turn, right?
what? Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Mhm.
because you were preparing that spell. It goes
Yeah.
off on your initiative, so you have the remainder of your turn. So that was your action. Now you have your bonus actions and other stuff available. Movements. Battle between the two. Oh, hi Gina. Welcome to the stream.
First of all, I'm gonna go to my full size, and I'll put my sword towards my backside, where it's out of range, like towards its sheath. And because she'll get and I know I can't move completely away from her at this point, so
Okay, so you're basically gonna go to sheath the weapon to kind of put it away.
yeah, and go back to my full size, which is shape changer. Oh, that is action. And I'll look at her. What? You only want the weapon? What? And I'm not per se talking to her. I'm talking to her hammer, going, "What? You can't stand having more than one powerful weapon in this world." I'm sure there's a way for us to work together for what our desires are.
All right. So almost taunting, but not quite. Veil. How about that Veil? What you doing?
Vale is Vale's a bit surprised at the moment. but also not very surprised based on the conversation that he literally just had with Prata. So Vale is going to Vale's going to pull out his 2 daggers, and he's going to have a dagger in each hand. And he is going to. Is there any place where Vale can get kind of above the action, like up onto an awning or a low rooftop or something like that?
Absolutely.
Above the fight.
Yep.
So yeah, Vale wants to get up above so that he's looking down, but in a position where he can pounce if he needs to.
You can come sit next to me on the ledge.
I don't want to sit next to you because you're a magic user, and that close proximity might be bad for my health.
Whatever.
Besides, there's no room for me up there with that gigantic hat.
And I don't think Vale had really seen much of this sword in the past since we've been back.
Not really.
Not really, no.
So he
All
may
right.
not know exactly what is going on.
So you're just climbing up to the rooftops?
Yeah, I'm going to climb up the roof. I'm going to ready an action to jump down and make an attack if need be.
On whoever it needs to be made on? You'll
On
decide?
whomever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll decide.
Matches?
Can I get to Vale?
Yeah. It's probably only about a 20-foot street, so you could jump from the wall over to the rooftops.
There's no jumping. I'm going to fly.
Whatever.
I've got 2 wings. And I'll get over there and say, Vale, I hate to suggest this.
Mm-hmm.
If she dies, she'll be released from the weapons control.
Yes, but she'll be dead.
Normally, I wouldn't even think of such a thing. However, you do have those vials. Won't the vial revive her?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. That's possible.
I'm just putting it out there.
Hmm.
This is what we're going to have to deal with on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. I see where you're going with this. Okay.
All right.
All right. Are you
My
gonna?
turn.
You still holding?
I'm still holding.
Okay. Brata, go ahead.
All right. So I am still going after the sword. And I'm going to say, Tooks, you better drop that sword. It has to go. And then I'm going to attack. Da-da-da-da.
Now you're back. Did you transfer back to
Yeah.
full size?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's like on to my side back. It's where I had put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So that'll
stuff,
be
so-
a swing and a miss on a 15 on your first attack, because he's back to full size now, so you don't have advantage.
Okay.
Or yeah.
And awkward position to get to.
Yeah. Well, I have the feeling the hammer will go through you if need be.
Yeah.
Are you going to make your second attack?
Oh, yes, I am. Huh. Second attack is. Where are you? Over here. Second attack is also a miss.
Also a miss. All right. Tooks.
Yeah.
Before Tooks takes a swing, Vale's going to sheath the daggers and level the crossbow and take 2 shots at Brotha's back.
Okay. Did you flip a coin?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Because I know that's a mechanic you set up for your character.
Mm. Okay.
And that'll give you are you using your
I am absolutely going to use sneak attack because
don't you have like steady aim or whatever too that
I do have steady aim, which basically means that I don't have disadvantage on close range or longer range.
Okay.
But that's only a 12. So,
Does not hit.
all right. Bonus action, fire again.
That
20.
does hit.
20 does
So
hit.
8 damage plus sneak attack
Ooh.
is another 18.
All right.
26.
Now, question for the DM. Is Magmullen an entity in and of himself? And does Wails from the Grave affect him?
It is a sentient weapon.
So Wails from the Grave, as you nudge someone closer to the grave, you can channel the power of death to harm someone else as well. Immediately after you deal your sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature.
Let me just double check the way he is written real quick. Believe you probably could, but I just want to double check this. Broad blacksmith hammer glows undulating images of indigo, azure, violet, magic resistance,
They know why
mage
he don't
buster,
like me
curse.
I just put 2 and 2 together. Why he doesn't like the black razor?
No, it is not an entity. It's
Okay, that's fine.
It is just an item.
Okay. Well, then
The way it's written.
that is going to... That'll be my turn.
Okay.
And just out loud, Brata, I'm sorry, but... I'm sorry.
All right, Tooks.
Ah!
As the arrows lodged in your back. Tooks.
Because I know what that what it felt like the first time around. I am going to manifest my packed weapons in my hands, which is my normal 2 rapiers,
Yep.
and on one of them I get the thirsting blade, so I get 2 attacks with one of them and a single with the other.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm not. If I have those in my hand, I can't hold him.
So 14 to hit. I don't think a 14 gets.
Nope.
All right.
My AC is 16.
So 20 does hit. So go ahead and roll the
Oh,
damage
yes.
for that one.
Okay, well, I already had the other one pulled up, so I'll
Okay.
roll that
So, yeah.
first. So 6.
6 damage.
All right.
How's
We
Brata doing?
can make I'm sure the 2 weapons can make a pact and work together for as long as we need. Then we can settle this when everything else is over. We both are looking for the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. And since it's Vale's turn again, are you done with your turn?
Yeah.
Since
Yep,
it's
and it'll be
Vale's
Vale.
turn, since it's Vale's turn again, crossbow shot, 5 damage plus sneak attack for another 12. Bonus action, fire again for another 7.
So that's 24 total.
Yeah,
No, yeah, 24.
Yeah, 24.
All right. Yeah, Rada's not looking so hot. She's kind of staggering around, bleeding a lot. but she shows no signs of slowing down here.
Yeah.
I'll finish you off.
Give her all you've got, Matches. Because I think you're right.
All right, well, I'll throw old Leopold down. Get her.
Okay.
All right, where's please, force ballista?
27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so
17.
17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
And she goes down.
But is she at 0?
She's at -4.
She's at 0, yeah.
Yeah, so you're
but
at
she's
0.
but not dead.
Mm-hmm.
Tooks, give her the old coup de grace.
Are you sure it will pull her soul from her body?
Oh, don't use that one.
No, don't use that. Just use your normal weapon. It's an auto crit.
Okay.
It's an auto crit.
Yeah,
Which,
y'all see him reach for that. You see him reach for the big blade. You're
I'm
like,
going, are you sure? Instead, I just take one of the rapiers.
it's an auto crit, which is
Oh.
automatically 2
Oh,
death
wait,
save.
wait.
Which is
did you have any of that damage because you were raging?
Oh. No, I didn't have any of it. I forgot.
Right.
Shit.
Okay, so
Thanks, Diamond.
Dang it.
Y'all can thank
So-
Diamond Anvil for that.
Curse you, Diamond Anvil.
I'm gonna have to go back all the way through here.
So that's
if you're
17 half.
-4, just whatever your total was,
yeah.
plus half it, plus 2.
6.
All right, so that would have been.
Yeah.
So you got 3 more rounds of trying to kill Brata.
Well, it's still my turn.
It is
Minus-
still his turn.
Yep.
The spell and force damage still would have applied because that's not a type that I'm resistant to in raging. So
Right.
minus
But
17.
you are with the hammer.
Minus I don't think so.
Oh no, as an action you can expend a charge to cast falling spells.
Yeah, I would have to expend a charge to counter spell, I guess, or
Yeah. Because you don't
Yeah,
get a
that's
saving
nothing.
throw for the force magic.
no.
Okay.
All right, so there's that, and then I'm just scrolling back through here to see what else has been.
So
Okay,
this-
so psychic damage is still going to be a full hit.
Yep.
How much was that?
22.
22.
22.
And then 17 was a full from the ballista.
17,
39.
1 minus 39, and then the rest of them would have all been halved.
Yeah, so you would have had 12 from my one attack and
12.
18, 26, so 13 from the other. 12 and 13, so what, 25?
25, and then 3 from Tux's. So that'd be 28.
Yep.
All right. Minus 28. All right.
Brata's still up.
Still up.
So it's still Match's turn.
Yep. Thanks, Diamond, for keeping us straight out there.
Dang it.
Dang it.
All right, so if I shoot all the charges out of this wand, it's going to be Diamond. Set me straight if I'm wrong here. It's going to be 9 missiles, each one doing 4 + 1 points of damage, right?
Yes.
Yes. I believe that's the way that goes.
All right. Whoops out the boomstick.
Here comes the boom.
Watch it roll shit damage, man. I would be upset.
Oof.
Oh,
All right, and what type of damage is that?
That is force damage.
Force damage. All right, so now Brata is down.
Okay.
Overkill. Oh,
Whew.
Minus 30. So, I'm at -6 now.
Okay.
All right. What's your?
let me roll my 20 on a 1 to 1 disintegrates.
Roll it. Wand disintegration roll. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Auto crit. What's your damage on your rapier?
Well, on this, since Brata's down, isn't it just an automatic two death save fail?
Yeah. Because it's a stab, that would take you to 10. So death save, and then
So it's
if
an
y'all
it's
aren't
an
going to do
automatic.
anything else, then just make 3 death saves right here.
3 death saves.
Well,
Unless
I
y'all are
mean-
going to continue to stab her while she's not on the ground.
Y'all
Well,
may as
so-
well just continue to stab.
So
I can-
so
Respectfully.
I've got 3
with the
hits
most
I can
care.
do, so I can hit her 3 times with.
can you
the
just do
rapier.
one?
I did 1.
Well, you don't have to roll. It's auto crit because she's
It's an auto
unconscious.
crit. So
Mm-hmm.
So
and Vale, seeing that Brata went down,
I'll
seeing
stab
that
her once.
seeing
look
that
at
Brata
Vale.
went
If he
down,
nods, I'll stab her again. If he nods, I'll stab her a 3rd time.
seeing that Brata went down, seeing Tukes ran a rapier basically into her chest or abdomen or wherever, I put my hands up. I hang my crossbow back on my belt.
Mhm.
I take my family dagger from the back,
And I make my rapiers disappear, and I step
And
back.
and I jump down. And I
Patches will take his hat off and look away.
and I hold the dagger to Brata's chest, and I go, I really think this is the only way. I didn't know that this was the way, but I think this is the only way, and I plunge it straight into her chest,
Yeah.
which should be the last death save.
Yep.
And immediately pull the dagger back out, grab the vial, and dump it down her throat.
Wait! Kick that infernal weapon away from her first.
Well, yeah. Somebody grab that, but don't grab it with your hands.
Wait.
Mage hand or something.
Are you gonna
Wait,
touch
wait.
it?
No.
Would that do it?
Let's see.
I
Would
mean-
that do it?
I can use telekinesis on it if it's under 5
If,
pounds.
I say if that don't do it, I'm not using it unless that will do that. Because it's actually a monster, but it remains.
Who are
in
you
my
doing
service.
that to?
At oh, never mind. It has to use the dead guy.
Oh, the guy you stabbed?
Yeah, I'll use it on him.
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure about that?
And then you're gonna make him your when you slay a humanoid, you cause the spirit.
Oh wait, it won't work on him. The sword ate his soul.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
it
that's
did.
true. Yes, it did. Yep.
Okay, so never mind.
All right. So
And-
Just take your cloak or something and wrap it up.
And Black Razor hates undead.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right. Y'all, we'll deal with the hammer in a moment.
But I dumped the vial down Brata's throat.
So, is Brata gonna choose to fail these death saves, or are you gonna make them? You're muted.
I'll choose to fail them.
Okay. Feeling the hammer clatter as you fall to the ground, it clatters away from you. The last thing you see is you look up as the world is getting dark around you. You feel a heavy weight pounce upon your chest, and you look up and see your friend, his family dagger in his hand upon you. and he just plunges it into your chest as your world goes dark. And Vale pours the vial down Brata's throat as quickly as possible. Blood still pouring out of her body, arrows laying on the ground, broken. A moment passes, another.
I look at Matches and I go, if this doesn't work, you're next.
What appears to be,
I didn't say two.
it feels like eternity, like the world has stopped. And then after a moment, you think you see Brata's chest move. And I'm going to have you make one death save. But it's going to be a super easy DC. So,
Okay.
because this
How?
potion.
It's just a D20.
Yeah,
Oh, just a straight D20.
Straight
Just a
D20.
D20.
All right.
I mean, that's a fail, or that's a pass anyway. So
Yeah, that's a pass anyway. So,
Mm-hmm.
yep. So, with a gasp and cough, Brata, the world springs back to light for you. Your head is pounding, your chest hurts, your back hurts, your arm hurts. You look down, and the last time you looked at your arm, you didn't have a hand. As you look down, there appears to be a little bit of your hand starting to grow back as you're coming to with one hit point. You've come to, and Vale is standing next to you, just kind of pacing back and forth, his head in his hands.
Hands in my head.
Oh, what the fuck happened to me?
That's one for Brata. No for puppies and kittens.
Oh, it's only for Arby.
Oh, it's only for
And as I see that, I kick the hammer across the other side of the alleyway.
Grab that hammer and wrap it up in something and
Yeah.
don't let it be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We will.
All right.
We got other things to worry about first.
So do I
Oh.
see? I'm seeing Brata kind of come to
Yeah, kind of grogging, sitting up.
real quick. I pull the message scroll out of my bag and I send a message to Neris and I tell him, come now. Main road just down the street from the tavern. Bring Brata's weapons.
But
And-
she kicked them fuckers in the creek, man.
And
No, they have them. They picked them up.
and Mr. Fluffers, he should come too.
And Mr. Fluffers.
I'll jump down. Matches will jump down there and pull his big hypodermic needle full of what looks like reanimator fluid out. You know, just hold still. You'll just feel a slight pinch. Blink.
Oh.
All right.
And I'm going to cast it at my highest level. What? I forgot what my high spell level is.
All right.
Ew.
Sometimes that's the only way to get rid of a.
I feel like I was hit by a carriage. Ugh.
You were. It was the weirdest thing. Carriage came barreling down the street and just ran you over. It was weird.
That's some shit.
Can't trust anybody these days.
9.
Damn. That
Isn't-
sucks.
isn't
That's a
that
crappy
some
roll.
shit?
That is a crappy roll.
I just blew a freaking third level spell slot on that.
Well, that's 9. You're back. You get 9 back as you hear running coming up the street again. This time you look up and it's Neris, a small detachment of Githyanki, and Mr. Fluffers leading the charge, his barrel of whatever it is that's around his neck, the Saint Bernard, and he comes running up to you all.
He's going to lick me. Quite
He's
a
going to
bit.
give you licks of health.
Yes,
Wow.
the licks of health.
I'm gonna give her another jab.
Jabbing her.
Funny.
This
Are
is
you gonna
going
roll
work.
for
I'm gonna roll for Mr. Fluffers.
Mr. Fluffers? Okay, I won't then.
You son of
Mother, pus bucket.
What level can he even cast it at? I'm like, okay.
Did we ever
Maybe-
update?
Oh,
his...
but it's
He's never been
15.
yeah, he's never been,
updated him.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna put him at level 2 then for casting. So he should have been upgraded, but
Yeah,
whatever.
It's another 5.
All right, how does that read? Is it
Well, this
Did I
is
do
3 higher level
No,
cast.
you only got 1d8 plus 4.
So 7.
Yeah.
why does it say 15?
And what? That's weird.
Yeah, that's 15. That's 15 healing
Okay.
So how do you have
plus
this?
7.
How do you have this
15.
set up?
I don't know.
Because it looks like a weapon.
No, I didn't put it on my character sheet. It's just there. I'm not clicking.
So you should have been rolling 3d8s.
Well, that's what it essentially that's what it is. The 15 is 2d8s, and then the 7 is another
Yep.
d.
That's what
Oh,
it
okay,
is.
is the original. So it's
Yeah.
15 plus 7.
So that's
9
22.
plus
then-
9.
8.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. That
Yeah.
makes more
18,
sense.
22, 5, another 5. So whatever that is.
That's right. Uncle
30,
Matt just
40,
has storage.
45?
45, yeah.
45.
45.
All right.
45.
Okay,
Plus
so
the,
She's feeling about as good as she did after a normal bar brawl now.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I think I need a good. Where are we?
I think you need a drink. I reach my hand out to help her
My
up.
friend, you are not wrong, and I'll reach
What?
up and grab his hand. Cool.
To the L and Hammer.
Silly enough, I look at her and go, "What's the last thing you remember?"
Oh, you remember everything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you remember it
Okay.
all. You remember everything. Just from the moment the hammer took over, you know everything that happened.
Okay.
Wherever it went, I don't ever want to see it again.
We'll
We can
make sure
arrange
it's
that.
Locked away somewhere.
Clarissa!
No, Vale.
No,
It's
no,
quite
no.
possible
Do you have a
we may need this.
chest or something you can use matches to seal it away?
Oh, we have a safe. A big room safe.
A big room safe. Nice.
Okay, you can get it there because I definitely don't like mine. And I'm not touching it.
Nobody fucking touch it. Nobody.
Do you?
Hey,
do you
can
touch it?
Leopold carry it?
No.
He's not human.
He's a
Probably
cannon.
so. No, he can move.
He's a
things.
construct,
got-
yeah.
So when the GM says, "Do you touch it?" and the player says, "Hell yes, I touch it."
That would be. I can't use it. I'm a magic user.
Yeah.
Yep.
So would it actually be safe for me to touch? Technically, because it can't attach to a magic user.
Well,
Yeah, Leopold has a strength of 10.
Let's not try it. Let's not test it.
Yeah.
This is a bad
I mean-
idea.
Yeah, it's
It's a bad idea, no matter.
Leopold
what.
can carry it.
Yeah, it
Sounds
has,
good.
he has 10 and all. Even charisma. Wow.
All right.
Oh, the
Okay.
cannon has an intelligence and a charisma.
Sweet.
Mhm.
It's a smart
Look,
cannon.
He's got a better personality than me.
I was going to
Right.
say
That's not
that
hard to do.
that cannon's probably wiser than Brata at this point by a lot.
Actually, your wisdom is fully restored.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good
So
thing.
just so you know, that potion is that you just poured down her throat
Mm-hmm.
is very powerful.
Very powerful.
It is a very powerful potion. The only thing it doesn't actually do is heal wounds, but it is
It's essentially greater restoration, isn't it?
but a little bit stronger
Yeah.
than greater restoration. But yeah, it's greater restoration for
One
all
part
intents
greater
and purposes.
restoration, one part wish.
Hell,
Yeah,
my sword's smarter
basically.
than I am.
Yeah. basically a wish
right.
spell and a greater restoration spell. As the night goes on, you all take the hammer back to the ship, lock it away in a chest. Matches. Vale, you and Brata, I guess maybe Tooks, if you want to go along, head in to have a drink, I think you said.
Mm-hmm.
The ale and the hammer. Matches, you can end up back there if you'd like, in this dirty, filthy bar to have another drink.
Yes.
And I
Tooks,
think, yeah,
I
we'll
hope-
wrap this up here as y'all talk about what happened. And
Tooks, I hope I didn't harm you in any way. I was not
No.
in control of my actions.
And I fully understood that. All I wanted to do is what we were able to do.
You all did what you must, and I appreciate that you did what you did to save me. That's quite a humiliating end for a great warrior to lose their mind to an item of all things.
Yeah, I gotta be careful myself. My sword needs to be fed every 3 days.
Yeah, but it's not taking over your entity.
If it's not fed, it
Yeah.
could.
Well,
So keep feeding it.
Stop in Carnarvon and pick up a few
We just need to
gnomes
go
keep in
to.
the fridge.
We just need to go to the bar every 3 days and have a nice little bar brawl.
That's fair.
We could find some OSG to carry with us.
Or some gnomes.
That
We
sounds
know where
good.
there's plenty of gnomes.
They're not all bad. They have their uses.
Apparently, their uses are to feed swords.
and Ublex and
Or
And
some drunk just walking down the street deciding to piss on a box and piss him off. So
Oh, he deserved that public urination. Filthy.
Speaking of boxes, we have a shipment to carry with us to Karnengother when we leave in the morning.
Yes.
what kind of shipment?
Don't know. Don't look.
But that takes the fun out
Don't.
of it.
Don't look.
Do you normally haul items you do not know what they are?
No, but this one came at a price. Don't look.
Yes.
Nice.
Leave it be.
Yes. When a deity-like creature tells you not to look, it's best not to look.
Yes, and
I still want to know I still want to see your friend's natural shape.
Well,
That would be a fun one to imitate.
only when they're ready to show you. And
I mean, did
I
you
don't
see his
think
eyes and
I-
tongue?
Mhm, I did. I did.
That could be a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
what's,
Maybe someday. Not this day. Enough has happened this day.
Yeah.
yes. And you kind of finish up your ales, turn in your tankards, and head back to the ship to bunk down for the night, awaiting the shipment delivery in the morning. That comes pretty easily. They put it wherever you want. I'm going to guess in the safe room that you called out. Is that where you want to put
We
it?
want it in the bigger ship, just so that it doesn't, so that we have enough room to maneuver around it. You know, I don't
Yep.
know how much is there, so
It's actually just 4 crates. They unmarked. They're sealed shut. And they don't appear to be too heavy. 2 men carrying each one onto the boat with big rope handles on them. So
do
don't
they
s-
smell like urine?
No, they don't.
Okay.
They
I
weren't
got the
those.
pee-pee.
And I guess this is probably a good time to wrap it up as you all are loaded up. Any last business here? You've still got the supplies that you got from the dwarves and
No, to Karnengother.
to Karnengother, and your range on your airship is, what did we say it could travel a day?
Mm,
Oh no, it goes 160 miles an hour. So
At full speed.
yeah,
So yeah, it's about the straight path. You're about a half a day's travel across the open water to Karnagothar. You could be there
Okay.
by
But do we have to move at the rate of the slowest ship?
Yes.
Yeah, so what's the rate of the slowest ship then?
I don't know.
What was the? So
I think
you
it's
had.
dependent on the helm,
Yep.
and if it has the same kind of helm, then it would go at 160 miles.
Okay. We'll just for the sake of ease, they'll travel at the same rate of speed. Yeah. So you can make it across the open water, flying above the Sea of Loath, for about half a day.
Okay.
And we're going to wrap it up there as you're coming into Karnagothar, and you can see it on the horizon. And boy, has it grown. The outskirts of town now have basically another city around the outside of the walls of tents and makeshift shacks. You have been gone for several months, traveling across the entire continent, gathering the forces. A makeshift perimeter wall of wood spike has been put up around the outside of the tents, just to kind of help keep the animals away. What were once rows and rows of crops are now rows and rows of tents.
As we make our approach to the city, I send a message to Lady Story and say, 3 ships are going to be coming onto your horizon. Don't be afraid. It's just us. We're going to need an audience.
All right.
And I'll take that time to do my attunement.
That half a day, that
Before.
short rest.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll all
since
get
I
a
don't
short
actually
rest.
have to. Since I don't have to rest.
Yeah, you'll get a long rest overnight, and then you'll get a short rest if you want it on the way there. So yeah, you can take your short rest for part of your attunement. You still have to use the weapon.
Again.
Yeah, for the most part, to make sure that it's attuned properly. All right. Anything else as y'all are coming back to Karnagothar full circle? Whew, what an episode. Good job, everyone. Yes, remember, if the Dungeon Master asks you, do you touch it?
Apparently, if your name is Aaron, you say hell yes. I touch it.
That's right. Mooblex, yes,
Crawl
Ale
all
and
up in
Hammer.
it and roll around.
So,
No, we do not touch it
so
ever.
so much fun. This was a great episode. Brata has been removed of the curse of the hammer, but the hammer, it still exists. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. As always, here for Welcome Home. What a great time. Stay tuned if you're in our Discord for some very exciting news coming up in just a couple weeks. We have a very special announcement on Valentine's Day for all of you in our Discord. So make sure you're in our Discord because we love you all so much. Throw those signs, y'all. Throw them.
Wait, we're going to do a giveaway on the Weird Game Tuesday.
That's right.
Oh.
Tuesday night, Weird,
Yes.
7 o'clock.
I'm gonna give away Charisma Kills t-shirts. They come in black or white.
Fantastic. So make sure that you tune in Tuesday night, 7 o'clock for Weird, and get a chance to win a Charisma Kills t-shirt. And then Wednesday night, we got a one-shot, I believe, for Delta Green. We're taking a break from Impossible Landscapes this week. We're going to play a one-shot again, I think. So tune in for that at 7 o'clock.
Maybe something other than Delta Green, too. That has not been determined yet.
Okay.
But there will be a game on Wednesday, as I understand it.
Yes, we'll play something Wednesday night. We know you'll come watch anyway. So
That's right.
But folks, we're the United Adventure Company, and this has been Welcome Home. Tonight's episode was titled The Razor's Edge. And boy, was it.
Yeah.
So glad you could join us. We're the United Adventure Company. Until next time, folks, stay out of our dungeons. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.